No, no, please, please. Why are you doing this? Let me go. Let me go. Maria awoke in a cold sweat. She glanced around the room quickly. She finally snapped back to reality. This had been the fourth time this week she'd been having this nightmare. She always woke up on the part where she was strapped down to a table and a man was standing over her with a chainsaw, getting ready to hack her to pieces. She found it strange that in her whole 25 years of life, she didn't recall ever having any dreams. And now, for the last 4 nights in a row, she'd woken up at the same time, 3:30, in a cold sweat. After having one hellish nightmare, and it seemed so real. It was almost like it was actually happening. She climbed out of bed and slid her manicured feet into her slippers and began to walk down the stairs to go grab herself a glass of water. Her mouth was really dry. She turned on the light and looked around. Slowly. She had just moved in to a new apartment, and it was bigger than her last one. And being alone in that big apartment kind of made her feel uneasy. I wish I had some company, she thought aloud. She finished drinking her water and placed the glass in the sink and began to walk back up the stairs when the phone in the kitchen rang. She walked over to it and grabbed it off the wall and pressed the big green talk button. Hello? She answered. Hey baby, what you doing? She grinned when she recognized the voice on the other end. It was Jabari. He was her fuck buddy, if you want to call it that. They had been off and on for the last few months, and she really enjoyed spending time with them. But she wasn't really looking for anything serious at this time. She was really trying to focus on her career, but he definitely called at the right time because she was feeling a little frisky and in need of company. Hey boo, she said, grinning. What's up with you? You want me to come over there? You feel like being nasty, he said. She laughed. Don't I always? He's like, That's why I fuck with you. He replied, I gotta make this drop and I'll be there in about 10 minutes. Wear that little thing I like, he said. Nah, I got you, baby. The door will be unlocked. I'm like, alright. Don't fall asleep like the last time, he said. And she's like, I'm sorry. Why do you keep bringing that up? You know, I work a lot. I was tired. You were taking too long. I woke up, didn't I? Yeah, I had to wake you up, though. And she was like, that you did. They laughed together. He was like, alright, I'll be there in a few. Okay, baby, she said. She hung up the phone. She skipped up the stairs 2 at a time. She almost had completely forgotten about the nightmare that woke her up in the first place. Then she remembered she told her she'd leave the door unlocked, so she went back down the stairs quickly and took the lock off the door. And she rushed back upstairs, turned on the shower so she could be extra fresh. She grabbed her shoulder-length hair and wrapped it around in a bun on top of her head. She was just about to get in the shower when she heard a bang. Come from downstairs. She assumed it was Jabari, so she just continued getting in the shower. He knew to come to her room when he got there anyway. She washed up quickly 2 times and once she finished rinsing the soap off, she reached for her towel and turned off the water. As she was climbing out the shower, she saw a figure walk into her room. But it was dark. They were standing in the doorway. And the bathroom door wasn't open wide enough to cast the light so she could make out who they were. Jabari, why are you standing there? Come here, baby, she said. And the person didn't move. She thought that would be a little strange, but thought nothing of it. She continued drying off and then she slipped into her baby blue lingerie. She hung her towel up on the rack and turned the light off in the bathroom and began to walk towards who she thought was Jabari. She turned the light on in her room. She screamed when she realized that wasn't Jabari at all. It was some masked man. He stood about 6 feet tall, and he was dressed in all black. "Who are you?" she said. Your worst nightmare, he chuckled. She started to ask him how did we get in, and then she remembered that she left the door unlocked for Jabari. Please, you gotta get out of here. Leave me alone. You can have money. You can have whatever. I won't tell anyone that you were here. How much do you want? I don't want any money. So what do you want? What are you doing here? Please, please. He swiftly walked towards her and put his hand over her mouth. Before she knew it, she passed out. No, before she could fight him off, she passed out. She woke about 30 minutes later, strapped to a table. No, please. Where am I? She cried. Now, dear, relax, the masked man stated. Her heart dropped as she realizes exactly how her nightmare always began. Please don't do this, please. I'll give you whatever you want, please. I have $5,000 in a savings account. You can have my car, anything. Please just let me go. I won't tell anyone, I promise. If you don't shut up, I'm gonna have to tape your mouth, he said. Why are you doing this? She cried. Tears slowly began to drench her face and drip down under her chin. She began to struggle. She could please just let me go. It's no use, he laughed. You won't be able to get out of that. Trust me, I know. You're not the first person to be on that table. You're crazy. My friend was coming over. He was on his way over there. That's why my door was open. He's gonna find me and you're gonna... He cut her off. By the time anyone finds you, it'll be too late. Just relax, he said, slowly stroking her cheek. You're sick, she stated. I know. He laughed, but that's okay. You're never gonna get away with this, she cried. I already have. Don't touch me, she said. He continued to caress her face. She spit on him. Bad idea, he said as he smacked her. Then her eyes got wide as she heard that all too familiar sound that she had come to recognize from her dreams. No, please. You can scream as loud as you want, he said. No one's gonna hear you. Please. He slowly stood over her. With a chainsaw and began to hack her body to pieces. Maria? Jabari called. Maria? He had just arrived at her house.